What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to KO with Kyle. I'm your host, Kyle. Today we're going to be doing a recap of UFC 253, Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa. We will be talking about all the fights on the main card and the prelims. UFC 253 delivered an action-packed night of fights, so without any further ado, let's get into it. Starting off the main card was a featherweight bout between Hakeem Dawodu and Zubaira Tukhugov. It was a hard-fought bout, back and forth. Both had their moments, both won rounds. Tukhugov landed one takedown and had some ground control, but Dawodu outstruck him overall. The judges scored it in a split decision win for Hakeem Dawodu. This win will likely get him in the top 20 featherweights now with a record of 12-1-1. Next, at women's bantamweight was a bout between Ketlen, Vieira, and Sijara Eubanks. They were pretty evenly matched on the feet. Vieira landed 2 takedowns in 5 attempts, which probably made the difference in the judges' scoring cards. The fight went to a decision, and the judges scored it for Ketlen Vieira. Vieira's record improves to 11 wins, 1 loss, as she makes it past the always challenging Sijara Eubanks. Next at flyweight, we had the fight of the night between Kai Kara-France and Brandon Royval. It was an action-packed from the start bout with Royval stalking Kara-France and unloading shots. Kai Kara-France landed a heavy shot, and Brandon Royval returned with like a spinning back fist elbow that landed. And Kai Kara-France was landing more powerful shots, but Royval was attacking with volume. In round 2, Kai Kara-France picked up Royval for a takedown, but Brandon locked in the guillotine choke and got the submission win. With only 2 fights in the UFC, both with big wins over ranked opponents, who knows what's next for Brandon Royval. In the co-main event, we had Dominick Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz for the vacant light heavyweight championship. Reyes was trying to keep kicking distance early, but he couldn't quite find his range versus Jan. It was fairly even round 1, but Jan had badly bruised Reyes' ribs with body kicks. In round 2, Jan unleashed his Polish power. He busted Reyes' nose and finished Reyes with a 1-2 combination and swarmed on top to finish. Blachowicz became the new undisputed light heavyweight champion, and he called out John Jones right after the fight. It's the same fighter he called out after he KO'd Corey Anderson in February. I doubt Jones will return so soon since he's looking to make a heavyweight debut, but Jan will likely fight the winner of Teixeira versus Santos in a few weeks. In our main event, we had Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa for the undisputed middleweight championship. Costa didn't come out with the same fury he's known for. He may have been trying to conserve his energy for the full 5 rounds. Adesanya started attacking the lead leg of Costa. He bruised it and it got red around the knee, and it was kind of impairing his movement. All the leg kicks opened up Costa to some of Adesanya's jabs. Adesanya was outstriking Costa the whole fight. He landed 4 times the significant strikes that Costa did. In round 2, Adesanya landed a head kick that cut Costa's eyebrow, and late in round 2, Adesanya got a knockdown off of a left hook to the temple and smothered to finish the fight. Costa loses his undefeated status, but we are sure to see plenty more from him. Adesanya remains undefeated and adds another impressive name to his list. Adesanya is looking to create a legacy greater than the former middleweight GOAT Anderson Silva, and slowly but surely he's getting there. Moving on to the prelims, we had Aleksa Camur versus William Knight at light heavyweight. Knight was utilizing a lot of grappling against the cage. They got 1 takedown each round 2, and Knight almost finished with a submission into round 2 like a Kimura, but Camur was saved by the bell. Knight gets a couple more takedowns in round 3 for the unanimous decision win. Next at featherweight was a city kickboxing representative Shane Young versus Ludovid Klein. In round 1, Klein landed a head kick into a boxing combo which knocked out Young. Klein won by KO. Next at welterweight was the biggest favorite on the card, Jake Matthews versus Diego the Nightmare Sanchez. The fight went to decision, so the over 2.5 rounds would have been a good bet. But Jake Matthews had more output, more accuracy throughout the 3 rounds. All 3 judges scored it 30-26 for the unanimous decision win for Jake Matthews. And finally at lightweight was Alex de Silva versus Brad Riddell. It was a technical back and forth fight. Round 1 went to de Silva, round 2 went to Riddell. Round 3, Riddell continued the offense and did enough to get the unanimous decision win. So we have the fight of the night going to Kaikara France versus Brandon Royval. And the performance bonuses went to Israel Adesanya and Jan Blachowicz. We have fight nights the next 3 Saturdays in a row, followed by UFC 254, Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Justin Gaethje. Starting off the 3 weeks of fight nights, we have Holly Holm versus Irene Aldana on October 3rd. I will have a forecast out this Wednesday for that. Subscribe, stay updated with our weekly forecast, recaps, and fight spotlight. And until next time, fight fans, peace.